Ah! Psst, disclaimer. Mistyped it as a head lag. Now we have a term for when you grow up thinking you're straight. Well, good evening, laddies, lasses, and lassos, and welcome to The Click. I hope you're doing dandy finalicious today. What are we going to do today? That is absolutely right, you guessed it. Brand new sentence. Are you interested in upgrading your vocabulary? No? Well, this video is If you like video, subscribe channel, boop. Just had a child say, "Circumcise me, Captain," and his mom smacked him in the back of the head and said, "I am so sorry, I don't know where you heard that. I don't even know if he knows what that means." And I'm just thinking about how kids are just walking post generators. You know that theory, if you put like 1 billion monkeys just writing, statistically speaking, one of them will just come up with like Shakespeare's great works because they type randomly. If you do the same with kids, just hook them up to a bunch of recording booths and you will get the perfect post tweet in 1 billion years. I just noticed something. Astrum, star. Nauta, sailor. Astronaut literally means star sailor. How cute is that? Neil Armstrong is sailor, moon confirmed. Yeah, that makes it completely different. Whew! Just as the phrase, "what the entire frick," implies the existence of fractional fricks, the phrase, "what the absolute frick," implies the existence of both positive and negative fricks, or else there would be no need for an absolute value operation. And taken together with the phrase, "what the actual frick," which implies the existence of imaginary fricks, we may thus conclude that frickery is isomorphic with a complex field. The important knowledge, only on The Click. A German man just came into the pub and tried to ask for cutlery, but ended up saying, "I need some food weapons," and I will now be referring to them by nothing else. Whenever I do that voice, I feel the need to do this with my hand all the time. Oh my god, when German man came into the bar, food weapon. You are my food, if you know what I mean. I'll stab you with my fork. As a British citizen, I love when I get fisted by strangers in the street, or when strangers accept my fisting in the street. Edit, I mean fist bumping for the Get your minds out of the gutter. Editor, stop giving me awards for this, you weird bastards. I don't know how I'm going to explain why a fisting comic gets more points than anything of worth I've ever said. You know exactly why. It's because we're all a bunch of degenerates, but we're degenerates together, and that's all that matters. Kate Lee did not win the pageant because she was a trilobite. That's just discrimination. I mean, if a trilobite really did attend, that's kind of fascinating because they have been extinct for like, I don't know, a bajillion years. My cat had surgery. Look at his tail. Can't stop thinking about this, King. Yo, this dude got people. I have the maturity of a 3.5-year-old. But it's actually kind of true that that's what Simba would look like if I shaved his tail. Ideas. No, I would never do that. He has a cute tail. Money can't buy happiness is such a baby boomer concept. Like, I don't want excessive wealth to buy a golf-plated toilet seat, Karen. I just wish I wasn't crying because I can't afford both spaghetti and rent after working 40 hours a week. Looking at the notes, I guess y'all are poor too. Another wooden ball. Would it kill the makers of avocado to include a different toy? Like a mood ring or a novelty eraser? Yeah, that's so bad. Freaking, Kinder Egg avocados, I hate it. Here's a bouncy ball. It's made of wood. Product bull. Me. Jennifer Lopez says men under the age of 33 are really useless. Well, yeah. By all means, let's give it that relationship advice from a woman that collects engagement rings like she's Thanos. Lamau, Project Runaway Season 12, as a guy with a blood implant that says he's not worried about anyone getting on his nerve because if they start, he'll just turn the device off. Woo! Some other guys got into a screaming match, and this guy stayed true to his world. Hashtag, I had a friend in college who would do this all the time. Hashtag, if people questioned her about like why she wasn't listening, hashtag, she would just say, "Sorry, I turned off my ears. Nothing you were saying was worth my batteries." Hashtag, which is such a power move in my man. Nothing you were saying is worth my batteries. Ouch. What you got made fun of in school for? I went to an American public school for 6th grade and I pierced someone's scrotum with a fencing foil that was missing the little rubber safety tip on the end by accident in gym. And it was middle school, so I promptly nicknamed the Nut Slayer. And I cried until my parents let me move back to Europe and live with my grandparents. Nut Slayer is a powerful title. Can you imagine a European person coming to your school for 1 year, stabbing you in the ballsack, then promptly back to Europe immediately afterwards? Can you imagine being the bloke with a stitch in their scrot because a mysterious foreign sphere puncture? He really got some balls. Alright. Even if you don't like Halloween, you have to appreciate its position as the sole thing keeping Christmas from advancing even earlier into the year like a cancerous growth. The goth kids hold the line! To anyone complaining about a private media company kicking Trumpy-Wumpy off their platform, think of Twitter as a Christian bakery and Trump as a gay wedding cake. The amount of fan art that's gonna be Trumpy-Wumpy as a gay wedding cake. It can be orange flavored. In the mood to be freaking cherished, bro. Just raw dogged by deep understanding and care. Oh, just cuddle the shit out of me. I wore my favorite shirt to work the day my annoying coworker got fired for breaking into employee files. The next time I wore that shirt to work months and months later, it's really not a work shirt, just a t-shirt. My manager, who I legitimately hated, got fired for naughty harassment. It's a very powerful shirt. Just keep using those powers for good. Whenever there's danger, whenever evil lurks in the hearts of men, there will be specific shirt person. A DC universe is really running dry on ideas. Woo! Waving at the guy in a cubicle across the way, knowing we will never meet because I'd have to take 3 elevators and 2 flights of stairs and walk 4.5 miles to get where he is, even though we actually only 800 feet apart. Suspended in mid-air by man's hubris. Out of context, that sounds really weird. Gwyneth Paltrow vajayjay candle reportedly exploded, starting an inferno in a woman's living room. Oh yeah! Yeah, Moist was talking about this. That's some strong pussy. Ooh, inferno. A tunlip in a cup. Every manic episode I have is like experiencing the dollar store version of superpowers. I am like the Hulk, but instead of getting really strong, I just get very anxious. Oh, why does that hit so hard? China Ferrari naughty orgy death crash. What is this even up? That's a lot to unpack. I can't even tell what happened. Is this the newspaper version of clickbait? I think so. What if you can't sleep? It's because the sleep servers are full and spots only open when other people wake up. Yeah, I mean, the Matrix really do be wanting to expand their service. A shout out to all the folks whose unspecified medical condition prevented them from wearing masks inside CVS, but don't prevent them from competing in the Redneck Ninja Warrior competition. Teenage Mutant Ninja Redneck. I would watch that series, not gonna lie.
I love being cuddled from behind, heat on my back and meat on my crack. Well, alright, sweaty.
When your kids ask what's for dinner, the answer doesn't matter. They will react as you're about to feed them marinated monkey butts. Skate fast, eat ass in monkey butt. What does it mean when someone says they're pescatarian and vegan? Land animals are innocent of crime, but the fish have sinned. It is a little bit fishy. They are kind of slippery. They really have their fins in the cookie jar. Oh, this is going swimmingly. Fork, spork, spoon, splade, knork, knife, spife? I freaking love Venn diagrams. This made me uncomfortable. Don't bring a splade to a knork fight! You absolute amateur buffoon! I will splade thee! If you need proof that the need for shiny math rocks is an integral part of the human psyche, and always has been, here is an ancient Egyptian D20. Oh my god! Did they invent D&D before us? Human foot in a Gateshead field turns out to be a potato. Well, I mean, my feet are kind of short, wide, and weird, so I can see why they would make that mistake. Surprise! Trump left Biden with a vaccine distribution plan that's basically a Xerox copy of his bear.
I wish Animal Crossing was real and my only plans for tomorrow were getting up and watering my tulips, then hanging with my cat friends, and then finding money in trees to pay off my debt to a raccoon.
Honestly, that sounds like a pretty decent life. It's at least colorful and peaceful and nice, and you have a kitty. That's basically all you need. Make better choices! Endangered Hawaiian monk seals keep getting eels stuck up their noses, and scientists want them to stop. I'm not sure if they listen to you. They seem to be really vibing with it for some reason. What kind of eels are those? Blowing a dandelion is basically you helping a weed ejaculate. I was having a good day. We were all having a good day. I mean, it's kind of not. Seeds are endogenous to sperm and pollen isn't analogous to sperm. Plants don't do dimorphic J-mates like that. A better analogy would be firing a couple of dozen fully formed babies from a t-shirt cannon. Now we're having a good day again. Woo! Baby cannon! Pfft. That's a really good name for your pee-pee. Baby cannon. Holy sh... Why am I giving people such bad advice all the time? Making the world a worse place. One video at a time.
Naughties was created by God for marriage between a husband and wife, not for a boyfriend and girlfriend that are dating.
Show me Adam and Eve's marriage certificate. Ouch. There you go. Sin really goes down in generations. No! A hacker took control and locked the chastity cage of several men, asking them for a ransom to unlock them. Your PP is mine now, the hacker told one of the victims. Tuesday, the day you realize that nothing can stop you, because you are a magic skeleton packed with meat and animated with electricity and imagination. You have a cave in your face full of sharp bones and 5 tentacles at the end of each arm. You can do anything, magic skeleton. Ooh, powerful. I am vaccinated. I am invincible.
Sorry about your autism and your 5G.
Frick that, I am downloading naughties at absurd speeds using only my bones.
Well, that is a brand new sentence. It's the autism.
Okay. Boob is too funny. Tit is too aggressive. Breast is too formal. Yeah, that's right. We have the same problem in Swedish. It's like, what do I call these? My little flabber sacks. Oh dear. My breast friends. My insides are convulging with laughter. You know, each day has been stranger than fiction ever since that killed that gorilla.
We don't know it at the time, but Harambe was the glue keeping the fabric of reality together.
Gorilla glue now makes a lot more sense. If it wasn't so insensitive, it would be a really good advertisement. Just saying. My calculus professor found this posted at the door of his office today by a student. I hate math tests, because all through the chapter it's like really easy, and then you think you got it, and then the test is like, if I throw a triangle out the car and the car is going 20 kilometers per hour and the wind resistance is a thing that exists, how many cupcakes did Peter buy with 1 human soul? The answer is, enough to cup the cake, if you know what. Okay, now click. For God's sake. Dinosaurs literally got taken out on the same planet we walk on today, and people still think we're invincible? You're not better than a stegosaurus. That's gonna be a random insult I just throw at people nowadays. Like, an old lady cuts in line. You're no better than a stegosaurus! I've just made a connection that marshmallows are aerated jello. What's on your mind? How did you make that connection? Jack Black is literally the only human that never needs any context from me. I could see him going anywhere and doing anything. Like, if I got abducted by aliens and saw him just wandering around the spaceship putting budgel chips on his fingers to make it look like he had claws, I would be like, that's some classic Jack Black right there, and not even question it. Doc, wearing bow tie, walks into pub, drinks pint, fights dog, loses. Seems like a pretty average pub night if you ask me. God, I miss the pub.
I want to run away, but like in a Ghibli movie. Like, I take a block of cheese, a loaf of bread, and some apples, and wander through the flower-specked mountains wrapped up in a shawl, then I happen to wander into a moving castle and fall in love with a cute wizard.
Me! Deep in the woods, dragging duffel bag of craft, singles, and hopelessly lost. Where's Toronto? Reality is often disappointing. Well, it's kind of like what Einstein said. In theory, practice and theory is the same thing, but in practice, theory and practice is not the same thing. The human body is incredible. Right now, if I so decide, I could do a 15% of a backflip and wreck my right here on the sidewalk. Aquarium installs sushi roll cylinders for eels to slide into. That is really cute. So I'm at the doctor's again, and I see a note card on the reception desk and asks in bright red ink, "Do you want to live forever?" Finally, I think. Finally, I'm at the start of a vampire novel. I don't actually want to live forever, but I'm not about to turn down a call to adventure like that. I try to flip the card over as inconspicuously as possible. The other side contains a Bible verse about keeping Jesus in your heart. I hate living in the South. Ah, yes, the age-old struggle of, is this vampires or Jesus? How about both?
They say Jesus wasn't gay. He was nailed by multiple men. Oh, you're an adult. Why are you in the fandom?
Kid, if being mocked for a fandom shite wasn't enough to stop me when I was actual 15 years old, hearing it from a 15-year-old when I'm 30 is genuinely hilarious. It's kind of amusing when teenagers think their high school peer pressure shite is going to work on adults. Like, lol, you have no power here, fetus. My mortgage is a bigger emotional threat to me than you are. Cringe culture no longer works on me. I was peak cringe. You know nothing of the early days. Oh my god, why do I relate to this so well? I'm not sure if I relate to this so well because I'm cringe or because I'm old. Probably both. 1968. 2018.
Oh no, tattoos.
Lol, this is like actually cute. Backfire.
They're boyfriends. He's worried his Bea forgot to apply sunscreen again. He's even picked out swim trunks to match his boyfriend tattoos. Adorable.
Checkmate, boomers. We made it gay. That would go so well on a t-shirt. Oh my god, this checkmate boomers, we made it gay.
No snowflake ever thought it was responsible for an avalanche.
That is so accurate, holy crap. This relates to humanity at such a big level. No way a shrimp fried that rice. And on that note, we're ending this video. Thank you so much for watching, you beautiful bean. I do hope you enjoyed it. Down below, you can find links to Patreon. And I hope you have an amazing day. Tell me what you live. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Mwah.
Oh my god. Oh yes, indeed. Indubitably.
Oh god, sorry.